Folks, and some rays getting through the clouds here for your Friday evening. Good to be with you. Thanks for tuning in. We're looking at 70 degrees at the airport, dew point 65, and that's pretty decent this time of year, even down here in central Louisiana. And these clouds, of course, mostly high mid-level clouds, a little bit of lower level moisture mixing in as well to get those dew points up into the middle 60s. Gina, you're 67. Still some clouds, some low clouds mixed in there as well. Mostly cloudy skies continue and prevail here across the area. And we do see some hit-miss showers across central Louisiana. There's nothing big out there. This is moving in from southwest, headed northeast. So turn your eyes to the southwest to see the rain come in. But it's very isolated right now. Coverage is pretty low, but eventually it will slowly be on the uptick, I think, later on tonight and certainly into the weekend. So this isn't all we're going to get. More is on the way than what we've already had, certainly. Satellite and radar continuing to show that broad fetch of southwesterly flow overhead. You can see that moisture, mostly in the high and mid-level areas, the highest levels in the atmosphere. And of course, this is testimony to a strong system out in the southwest. The moisture gets pumping up across central Louisiana. And so essentially what we do is we get moisture aloft and moisture in the low levels of the atmosphere surface, and those two combine to deepen the moisture content of the column in the atmosphere, and that sets the table for a pretty good rainfall, which I think is in store for most of us this weekend. Let's get these temperatures out of the way. Tonight's lows, once again, much warmer than normal. Like this morning, 41 degrees is typical. That's where we should be. We should be seeing a mixture of upper 30s and lower 40s on this map. Instead, we've got temperatures about 60 to 63, and I think 61 will be the average for tonight. Some readings could drop in the upper 50s by Saturday morning, but few, and then 63, maybe even a 64 for some of the higher readings. And in Saturday's high temperatures, once again, a mild day, but will also reflect kind of a little bit of a frontal invasion, which will keep the temperature, I think, at least in the upper 60s in that Manning, Natchitoches, and Winfield corridor, and maybe serve as a focus of rainfall. I think if we see an axis of heavy rainfall tomorrow in central Louisiana, it'll be up in that area. As you head southward and eastward, temperatures generally warm up. So I got 74 for Oakdale and Opelousas, and 73s in Avoyelles all the way up in toward Faraday and Vidalia. But a couple of temperatures could even be warmer than that. I wouldn't be surprised to see a 75 or something like that somewhere. So Friday, today, the upper level flow, the southwesterly flow is established. Remember, if you're an air parcel, a little package of air, you're coming down and you're changing direction right out here out west, experiencing acceleration. Remember the laws of physics, and that changes weather. So this is a weather change which is brewing for us. There's moisture already, so this upper level flow is able to make clouds and rainfall out of it. And this upper flow will continue over the next couple of days. This is into Saturday. The rain increases as the pattern becomes more established and becomes a little bit stronger, and we get a little more moisture and a little bit more warmth or instability. So again, all those factors playing in to get that Saturday rain chance up. And then on Sunday, the big system gets a little closer, so rain continues, even a winter side out there for our friends maybe across portions of the southern plains area. So I don't think we'll see that, but we will see some cooler weather behind this system. We just won't see a winter side here. So the main thing that we're interested in, concerned about here in central Louisiana would be on the Sunday time frame as this surface low develops. This low, depending on exactly where it develops, I think one of the tracks has it a little bit further to the south, coming out of southwest Texas and across southeast Texas and developing here across portions of central Louisiana. We call that process of the surface low development cyclogenesis. Genesis meaning birth of a surface low. So if we see that here in Cenla, we have a low risk of severe weather right now. But again, I think if we can see that cyclogenesis occur, I wouldn't be surprised to see the Storm Prediction Center go up to a more significant category on Sunday. That's just my thinking right now. They haven't done that. They're holding at a lower end, a limited risk, expecting things to be limited both in scope and severity. So we'll see in further outlooks, especially as we go into Saturday, getting a day closer to the event, exactly what might happen there. And part of this also is the rainfall pattern that I'm going to give you Saturday, 100%. So everybody's going to get wet. Now, I'll give you a gentle reminder that that does not mean that it's going to rain all day. It's not going to set in and rain all day, I don't think, especially if you're to the south and east of Alexandria and Pineville. If you're down toward Oakdale, Opelousas, maybe Avoyelles Parish, maybe east toward Faraday, Vidalia, you may say, well, where's all the rain they're talking about? It's just had a sprinkle here, or I've just had a few hundreds or something like that. But it'll be on its way. It may take it a while to get there. So I'm saying that the timing will be AM and PM. Common amounts will be an inch or less. 2 to 3 inches would be possible in that Manning, Natchitoches, Winfield corridor, somewhere up there, if we get that front event in, and it'll be a slow moving front, which will kind of help focus the rain. So summary, a little front will come through on Saturday, kind of start poking its nose into central Louisiana at that time. Everybody gets wet Saturday and Sunday. Rainfall totals in excess of 3 inches, totaling it up for both days. But now when I do this stream again tomorrow, I'll do it for Sunday by itself like I did for Saturday for today. 70 for an average high on Saturday. I did that city by city. Some readings will stay in the 60s under the frontal influence to the northwest of us. And then 68 for a high Sunday. Then we turn cooler if that second front, that's after the surface low develops down in this area and shoots off to the northeast. On the back side of it, kind of opens the door to a little area of cooler air coming in. And then, of course, Monday is a cooler day. We'll retain 20% probably Monday morning. Otherwise, it's a mixture of some clouds and sun on Monday. Sunshine, pretty much full sunshine on Tuesday, but look at the low, 35, 36 for Wednesday morning. And some of the coldest readings in Cenla, we'll see thermometers touch the freezing mark there. So a couple of beautiful days there for Tuesday and Wednesday before we start clouding up Thursday. Right now I'm holding rain chances out of the forecast on Thursday. And then Friday, scattered rain back in the forecast as we cloud up even more, 48 and 64 for your temperatures on that day. I think Nick Miklas will be doing a little blurb here later this evening, so stay with us for that. And then I think Nick will probably do something for tomorrow as well, depending on our timing. But I'll see you tomorrow also. We'll sort all this rainfall and perhaps a severe weather threat. We'll sort it all out for you. Stay with us, and thanks for your support, and have a blessed